Hey Libra, my name's Allie, and I'd like to be your friendly mystic today. So, if you're new to my channel, which you are, because I'm new to my channel, welcome. It's nice to have you. Libras are always fun to have around, I think. They just make everything smooth, you know what I mean? Just smooth. I would not ask them for advice on a decision. I'm sorry, Libra. All the Libras I know are like this. All Libras I know are like that. Unless they have like a strong Aries placement, and even then it's like attention. You can feel that in them. Anyway, I'm gonna pull some tarot cards for you for the month of August. Don't get too caught up on the month. If you find this reading and it's resonating, it's meant for you regardless of what day, time, month it is. You know, we kind of bring time into being by experiencing it. So, I don't know if that makes sense to people, but it's kind of how I understand it. Anyway, if you're new to watching tarot on YouTube, welcome. I got into this probably like a year ago, and here I am doing readings. It's a little bit weird to approach it at first, but I would say the best thing is just to take what resonates, leave the rest. If it's not clicking, it doesn't seem to work, you have to sort of mangle it to get it to fit into your life, then it's not for you. But if things are making sense and you're like, you know, if things are making sense, then you know. I find that tarot reading is often like just a tool of confirmation, because you already know, but sometimes it can be hard to see through things. So I'm here today to help you gain some clarity. Alright, let me pick a tarot deck for you, Libra. Feeling kind of social. I don't know, maybe that's just Libra energy in general. Yeah, man, there's a tarot deck I've been wanting to use, but it's too sexy. It's way too sexy to use on YouTube. I don't have to do different readings for that. But, I don't know. Let's grab this one. Oh, not this one. I genuinely don't want that one. Alright, this one. This is the Gilded Tarot, so this is a little bag I made for it. The bottom of the deck is the Tower, or is the Knight of Pentacles. The Tower's on the top of the deck, actually. I accidentally pushed it out, but it's in reverse. I think there's something we're building and we're not sure if it wants to stand, but there's my bag. Sorry. I'm so happy with it. I have to share, you know? We use Gilded. Tower and the Knight of Pentacles. We'll see. We'll see if that comes back up. Let's pull some tarot. Spirit guides, guardian angels, benevolent ancestors, please help me connect with the collective of, I almost said Gemini. You might be dealing with the Gemini. Aquarius was also dealing with the Gemini, I think. Maybe. Or you have Gemini in your chart. Well, everyone has Gemini in their chart, but you know what I mean. Stronger placements. Or a transit going through Gemini that's being activated. Spirit guides, benevolent ancestors, guardian angels. Please help me connect. Connect. What are my words doing today? This might be the Mars or Mercury going through that square still. I don't know. Please help me to connect with the collective of Libra. and communicate the messages that are in their highest good for the month of August for those that need it. Spirit guides, guardian angels, benevolent ancestors, please help me connect with the collective of Libra and communicate the messages that are in their highest good for the month of August for those that need it. Spirit guides, guardian angels, benevolent ancestors, please help me connect with the collective of Libra and communicate the messages in their highest good for the month of August for those that need it. Spirit guides, benevolent ancestors, guardian angels, please help me to connect with the collective. Ooh, are we racing towards a marriage? What? To be fair, I was doing my Libras in my 7th house, or Libras in my 7th house with Jupiter, and I don't know, and I was thinking this, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go do I'm gonna go, you know, I made lunch for my partner, and we sat and we, you know, hung out together, so it's just funny, but the 10 of Cups with the Chariot, so moving towards you really fast, really beautiful, like, fullness of connection, and like the kind of relationship, whether or not this is, if it keeps coming back as relationship, then we're talking about a relationship, but I don't think we are, but I think there's just like moving towards like a very fullness of happiness within a community, within a family, and really balancing our needs with their needs so that you can come into this beautiful union. Oh, like beautiful union with others. It's relational. That's gorgeous. Wow. I was not expecting that. That's... Alright. I was not expecting that at all. That makes me so happy. I'm just like grinning now, thinking about it. But yeah, I think this is coming to your life, or is going to come into your life. It's coming in quick. It's coming into your life. Yeah, it's a new start. It's a new start. It's tangible. You can feel it. It's shown in actions. It's not just like, you know, talk. And you know, Libra, you've probably gotten a lot of talk. This is real. It's a seed of something, growing something. But yeah, I think that the reason it's been something like this is able to come in is because you're able to balance your needs with another person's needs, which is extremely Libra, particularly if this has anything to do with your 4th, your 7th, or even your 10th house. If it's in your 10th, it might, if Libra is in your 10th, then it might have to do with your career, or how you're showing up in the world, and just feeling like in touch with community. And then 7th is obvious, partnerships, relations with others, and then 4th, your family and your private life. Okay. This wants to come too. I think there's some letting go here with the 6 of Cups, kind of releasing an old, like unraveling an old karmic cycle. I just saw like threads coming apart. And then the moon, like, I'm gonna have to clarify the moon. I think that this was a dark time for you, and potentially frightening in that regard when this was unraveling, but there's kind of a fullness that happens, kind of like a cycle that finishes up now that you've kind of unraveled that. Oh, that's beautiful. Libra. Libra. So yeah. Finished up some old contracts, huh? Otherwise, this could be... I'm thinking that it might be your mom. It could be a mother. I'm getting that from the moon as mother, and then the 6 of Cups is the past when you were a child. Maybe this could be gaining some boundaries around how you deal with your mother. It could be, doesn't necessarily have to be your literal mother. It could also be a mothering figure. It could be a man who mothered you, like the nurturing kind of, feminine aspect of a parental unit duo. I think there was also some confusion around that at a time, until you got that unraveled. It might have been some enmeshment with mom, but I think the Chariot and the first thing I got with this is the, learning how to balance your needs with other needs so that you can move forward in a positive direction, in this kind of positive direction, really indicates that you were able to do that with the healthy boundaries. I lost the thread a little bit there. That's okay. Alright, any other messages for Libra? Libra, this feels really nice. I'm getting like full body tingles, and I'm just like I let go of something. Like it was heavy. And good on you. Too many cards? Yeah, like I got 5. Oh my gosh, this is like a whole story, isn't it? Oof. Okay, this is gonna take some time because I got the Emperor in reverse. So we may have had something very demanding, someone being very demanding, very domineering, controlling, really not a healthy energy. The kind of Emperor, like, yeah, when an Emperor is in their own shit, they don't have to, like, when they're sovereign, when they're in control, they don't feel like they have to control others. It doesn't feel like they have to grip and, like, fight and make other people kowtow to their might. The authority is obvious. People want to follow them. But when you have an Emperor in reverse, it's kind of like the like a demanding, needy, like, I need to prove myself. I need to prove that. And that, we have the Lover's card. So this may be a relationship, but it could also be like a self-love, a kind of balance of inner masculine and feminine elements. So maybe we were too far in our feminine. No. If the Emperor is you, too far in the masculine, and like a really unhealthy masculine, yeah, that like damaged the feminine's expression, or you had a relationship with a very toxic masculine, so it put you into a toxic feminine like expression. It's the best way I can put it. Yeah. And I think there was like this sense of being stuck. Like the stuckness with the wheel, like a wheel that's stopped turning, or a wheel that feels like it's on like a record on repeat kind of feeling. So this could have been an abusive relationship, or you found yourself in an abusive relationship. I think that helped you develop that ability to balance your needs with other people's needs by its contrast. I think a lot of people get really things that charge people, like, ideas or beliefs that are really just abhorrent, that make people like burn up almost. They're there, and they're so contra, and they seem so like hard to tolerate, that you can't imagine how they're how those two things go together, or how they work together, or how can like the universe really how can the universe be one if these two things are so polar opposite? And the reason we have, I want to be careful about how I phrase this, but contrast helps us to reinforce and see what it is that we value, and see what it is that like makes that we believe in. And we can only really understand that when we have something, the negative like impact, or yeah, I guess the impact, but the negative example of that. So like let's say the virtue that someone may believe. I don't want to use that example. I don't like that example. Or if somebody's treating you like garbage, and it creates this pain in you. That pain is there to tell you like you value yourself. That's why you're in pain. That said, and like this isn't right. And without that contrast, it's a lot harder to see. But yes. And then we have I don't know why it separated itself like this, but I suppose it did. Then we have the Page of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. And these are both upright, and they're looking at one another. I get this family situation. I'm thinking like a father-son, mother-daughter, parent-child relationship. It may have stemmed the unhealthy. If you were having an unhealthy relationship, like partnership, romance kind of thing going on in this situation, you developed that through, this is obvious, I don't need to read cards to know that, but like any toxic pattern we develop with people in our romantic lives, we got from our parents and how they treated us. And I think now, based on that feeling I got with the Moon and the Six of Cups in reverse, it feels like that is healed, that the wheel has finally shifted because we've been able to identify boundaries for ourselves. And I'm hoping that it's also true for the parent in the situation, has also healed those wounds. If not, I'm hoping either you are, or you're moving towards no longer being in conflict, either by not being in contact with one another, or because the other person hasn't healed and you understand that you need to maintain your healthiness. That said, the Ten of Cups is really making me feel like there's a coming together involved, and if it hasn't happened, I'm thinking it will happen soon based on the Chariot. That's lovely. I really like that. That's really nice. It's interesting too, like Earth and Fire. Dang, like goose pimples. Oof. I'm gonna drink some water. My throat's hurting. Might be me burning incense. Like I burn whenever I do about 30. It takes about 30 minutes to do a reading, and then it takes about 30 minutes to do a reading, and then I burn an incense to every single one. So the room's like, I had to open the windows. I don't know if you can hear the cars. I'm hoping it's calming. Luckily, it's a cool day, so not too. It's nice feeling the breeze. Sometimes I hear birds. It's pleasant. I think a Libra can appreciate it. Being Venusian in quality, they're being more relational than like, what's the word? Physical, sensual. Though I'm sure Libras know how to look good too. Okay. Let's pull... I think now is a good time to pull some... Oh, okay, hold on. Let me ask. Are there any more messages for Libra? Are there any more last messages for Libra? I think there's one card left. King of Swords in reverse. I think this king here, this King of Swords, this cold, really like emotionally unavailable person, kind of shifted into this more vibrant, giving kind of... I feel like these are the same person somehow. Like this king, if this is the parent situation, then we had a really cold, calculating, kind of like strictly business, maybe even, and not emotionally compassionate kind of king. It's very, yeah, mean words. Almost means, not, I don't know if mean-spirited, excuse me, I don't know if mean-spirited is correct, but it feels like they shifted out and they shifted in to this king. Come on. There you go. They shifted into this king, which is much more jovial, like willing to collaborate, inspired, talkative, generous, like they're still in this masculine element because they're still, you know, fire and air. They feed into another, but I think this is kind of this closed off feeling that they had around, you know, everything. Very defensive. But it's much better. It seems like it's better now. I even see Saturn and rings up there. But yeah. And if they're not healed or you're not in contact, I have my own estranged parent, so I'm very familiar. Then, you know, they might be reaching out to you about the shift in them, because there is a shift. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to pull some oracle cards for you. Let's see. Let me take a peeky. A looky-loo. A looky-loo. Ooh. We're going to do the spirit animal deck. Oh man, I have to splice all these files. I'm going to have to learn how to do these readings in like 20. It seems like anytime I get to the oracle part, I start having to... Okay, let me explain. There's a limit on how big the files can be on my camera. So, it cuts in the middle, and like I have to splice them together. I can't just like post them. Anyway, so going with the spirit animal deck, oracle deck. It's the back of the card. I'm gonna have to do like a deck review stuff because I have a lot of decks and I want more, and there's really no better excuse than to just do deck reviews. But anyway. Alright. What animal spirit can help guide Libra through this? I think there is a transitional period happening. And I don't want to say there's like a reconciliation might be afoot. So, let's see. How can Libra best? What animal spirit can best guide Libra through this situation? What animal spirit can best guide Libra through this situation? And if you're new to my channel, which you are, and you've watched this far, and you liked the reading, resonated with you, you felt like I got a good read on, a good pulse on you, please feel free to subscribe. It would be lovely. You know, hit the bell icon because YouTube sucks and doesn't like to tell you when people post videos. I don't know who designed this shit. I do these readings once a month. Monthlies for the zodiac, astrological signs, and then I do, what's it called? And I like to, I'm going to try to do videos throughout the month, like pick-a-piles, you know, just a title, and if it resonates, it's yours. Maybe even like a color type thing. We'll see. But yeah, so subscribe to follow what I make. I got an Instagram, I got a Twitter, I got a Facebook, and my website will be up soon. It may be up already. I'm not sure. It depends on when I get that finished. I'm really, really hoping to work on that more today. But after we finish with you, Libra, because I knew I needed to get these done today. Okay. Oh man. What animal spirit can help you, Libra, for this situation? I think it's fun to show you when you shuffle them. What animal spirit can show Libra through this situation? Best guide Libra through this situation. You can also be dealing with Aries, which, Libra, that's harder for you. I gotta say. Especially when they're not in the most balanced place, as in with this Emperor. But hopefully this is a past situation and not something you're currently... I mean, if it's something you're currently navigating, I think it will turn out well well, I want to say when you learn to balance your needs with others. Alright. That's huge for Libra, especially if you have it in the 7th. What animal spirit can best guide Libra through this situation? Yep, that's the one. Grasshopper spirit, take a leap of faith. Yeah, if you're in that situation where the parents estranged, or you're like, you've had a conflict with them in the past, and you are kind of uncertain about approaching them, because there's something a little bit tepid about this, or not tepid, but like there's a little bit of tension here, the way they're looking at each other, like, and you're remembering how it was in the past. Take the leap. We got a 30 breaking down to a 3, so collaboration. I don't know. Let's see. What animal spirit can best guide Libra through this situation? I think the grasshopper is also like, this is a new beginning for you. So you don't have to hold on to things. Whoa, that card just ran away. It's the one I wanted to come. Dolphin spirit. This and that are true. 3 breaking down to a 2, or 2. 20 breaking down to a 2. Dolphin spirit, this and that and true. I think it's learning how to balance. It's just again about the balance. Like, you know, your truth is yours and is still true, even if somebody else's truth is different. And I think that also kind of goes hand in hand again. I keep coming back to this, like, you know, the balancing of the needs of your others and the needs of yourself. Make sure you can honor yourself while also honoring others. These are not, you know, these are not opposing things. This and that are true. Dolphins are very, like, playful energy. Also familial, thinking about pods, things like that. Yeah. One more card. That's the one. Mouse spirit, tend to the small things. Don't forget to make sure that you are, you know, it may seem little, or just, you know, sometimes I think we can really neglect the little day-to-day things about ourselves and like what we need and say, oh, well, you know, I can just move on. I can just say, I only need to do this, you know, thing, not having the the meditation practice or not doing things like that for yourself, they can seem inconsequential, but they're not. I have a 30, a 20, and a 40, so a 3, 2, 4. Interesting. Anyway, that's the reading. I'll leave some links for, you know, other videos, subscription link, all that jazz. Anything that seems like it is important to come to mind. Yeah. Alright, Libra. Thanks for watching your reading. Bye.